cash.
Finding a place and locking them in. WNBA is about to begin. Gotta trust the process if you wanna win. Cause Just Cash is back, you better tell your friends. When Angel Reese walks in a bar with Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark, these bookies don't know where to start. We be killing them all, tearing them apart. They can't mess with us, they can't mess with you. And I'm never gonna cuss cause I love you too. Hit thumbs up if you want good luck. Girls thinking that we fresh and they wanna We be winning the bets and they be rolling up. By far we the best, you ain't good enough. Ain't a damn thing funny, man, you know what's up. You wanna win some money, it's time to lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in.
It's a flagrant foul. It's a hard
Lock in, bruh.
And here we got another.
Lock in.
What up, what up?
Yay!
What's good, fam?
Oh,
Sorry
chilling,
about that.
man. What's up?
Yo, no, not much, man. Coming off of a pretty good night, I will say. Had a couple of bad beats along the way. We'll talk about the recap here in just a second. But you already know what time it is. It's Just Cash. We're here talking some WNBA. Joined with my sidekick, Underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
Hi. I'm great. We have 21 likes already, and people in the chat are saying that my song is AI. I like that. That means it's good, I think. Ayo laughs at that person who says it, but whoever said it, appreciate you. That's what's up. 3 times says, let me get my like out the way. 3 times got his like out the way. 3 times always so positive and wonderful around. Man, I can't just be mad, bro. It's time for Caitlin Clark today. I cannot wait. Woo! Yes,
Right.
Caitlin time, baby.
Yeah, we
And
got
that's
a
all.
pretty solid little solo game for us tonight. You know, something to ease back into what should be a pretty normal schedule moving forward. You know, having 6 games, going from 1 game, 6 games, 1 game, a little bit weird, but we got 3 games basically for the next couple days in a row. Plenty of action, a lot of stuff ahead of us, so make sure you guys get ready to lock in. If you haven't already, like we said, hit that like button down below. As always, we appreciate the love and support, and maybe you just won some money with us as well, toss it out our way. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below, turn the notifications on, and be a part of our Discord. Check it out. We got links for that 7-day free trial down below. Don't miss out. We got week-long, month-long, and season-long, so all the options available for you. And make sure, be a part of that, mostly for the overnight, leads, early access stuff that we got, plus our live betting. I know you went pretty crazy with that yesterday, so, we had a really nice night, man. 10-3, cannot be mad about that. The only one that really hurt my soul was missing out with Stewie there. And yeah, we'll live with that one. I still stand by it. That's the matchup for it. Very rare miss for her, especially, that first quarter was very fake from Chicago, just shooting the lights out from 3. And we saw Big Taylor, man, shout out to her. She had herself a really nice game in a spot start now. And I'm glad to see that coach actually wised up to put her in over Sheldon. And she had herself a game nonetheless, but that did come at the cost of the, Skylar RA. So we live with that a little bit. And overall, still great night. Can't be mad at it.
Sure can't. Those are ones, man. Those, you play it, it is what it is. The ball didn't bounce our way. She had enough opportunities. Chicago just played a little better than we thought they would. And, it took the Skylar play down as well. But that's what we do. It's fine. 10-3. Can't be mad. Everything, did what it was supposed to do. It can't go perfect, but it went good enough. And if we can do this every dang day, we're going to be very happy, very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's get right into it. We got, oh my goodness. Is that me?
What?
A
The
little
white
bit of
bar up
screaming.
top? You don't like that white bar, huh?
Yeah.
Here, I'll help you out.
Where'd that
Wait,
come from?
why are you being racist? Here. All right,
Raise
there we
me
go.
up.
Raise
me up.
Raise me up.
Try
All
to
right,
get-
here we go.
I'm trying to get elevated, man. You already know.
Wait,
Okay.
you guys have all unders? Like, come on, bro. Not even one over today? Jeez.
Nope, not in this matchup. We got two of the better defenses in the league going at it. More specifically, 3-point shooting, no fly zone for both of these teams. Indiana being the number one in attempts, or at least attempts allowed, and then Atlanta is number 3. Now, both of these teams as well, Indiana continues to be dominant, least amount of assists in the league, holding strong. So that's going to make things pretty interesting. You know, I stand firm about one of our rule of thumbs. I don't care what player, maybe care a little bit for the matchup, but I don't care what player it is. If you're at 3.5 threes, we're taking the under every time. Rhyne Howard's basically the only player that they really ever kind of throw this line out with. And ironically, or maybe unironically, if she busts our ass tonight, this was the same matchup that we had her at 3.5 last time too. And like, she struggled so bad to even get the 2 that she walked away with. You know, Indiana played her really well, and I think all intents and purposes, you know, we could have even seen Rhyne Howard get into much sooner the foul trouble than what she really was already in that game to begin with. There were several calls that the refs kind of, you know, brushed off and just let them play that maybe on a different night would get called. And if she picked up that third foul, especially sooner than what she had, she would have sat down very, very early. So it's just not an easy matchup by any stretch. Very, very tough 3-point looks just in general. And then if we're looking at Rhyne Howard from her last couple of games, more so, the volume has been really, really high. Like, let's not even beat around the bush about that. It's been high. I would say somewhere in the range between 7 and 10 could be a potential, but some of the matchups that she's gotten over there on, I mean, you got to look, these are pretty decent ones. We know Phoenix, they're going to give up a lot of attempts. Connecticut, not really playing the best defense. And New York, as we all know, they give up a lot of 3-point looks. But if we're talking efficiency, you know, I think there's a strong argument for the 2.5 line. Sure, like absolutely, that makes a lot of sense. We're right over 50%, 58% here. But the 3.5 line, just, I mean, I don't really get it. We had a couple spike games here and a couple of really, really good matchups. Washington also being a very favorable 3-point matchup. No surprise, Atlanta blew them out by almost 40. The road matchup too, I think, is very appealing. Indiana love their home crowd, very energetic, very loud, and the way that they kind of approach their defensive strategy is very trappy. Like, they're not going to give Rhyne Howard all this free action. They're going to clamp up on her. They're very good at spot up shooters, which is, you know, one of her best things that she has going. The way I see her attacking, it's the kind of way she did this last game, but it took her a little bit more so in the second half to get that going. And I think also has to do with the foul trouble that she was in. But her best way to attack Indiana, and we saw it last year, was get in the paint, get to the free throw line. Indiana's giving up the most free throws in the league for a reason. And this, you know, Rhyne Howard, obviously a great free throw shooter. Great, same, you know, argument can be made for her as well. But for Howard, being able to just operate there in space, not going to happen nearly as much. So looking at the more recent games, though, the volume in these better matchups being double digits, I just don't see that, man. Historically, they really try and play her way, way closer. They're not going to give her any of that space. And in the couple games, even with a double digit, you can see the conversion rate was a little bit better here at the start of the season, but I still don't think that's doable. 3.5 is just way too high, man. Way too high.
It is. She can get there, but we got to take it, like you said, any 3.5 line, especially in a matchup like this. Indy's not obviously the team you want to mess around with. Who would bet over 3.5 against a defense like this? That would be silly. We're going the other way. They want to give us that number. We're going to take it. And it's just like all the other plays, man. We're on the right side of it. It's just about how the game plays out. But percentage-wise, add them all up at the end, we're going to be all right. I have no question about it. No doubt. 0, 0, 0. What else we got?
Yeah, so let's keep it going. I mean, we got a couple plays for obviously each side here. Next up, let's talk about Angel Reese and her under 3.5 assists. I'm still a little bit more interested also in the under 17.5 PA, but either or, not oh my goodness, can't type here. Not a good assist spot for her as well. You got to think strategically, a lot of the time she's going to be kicking it out to the players on the wings. It's not really something that she dumps it down too much to the inside here. 40% and then the 38% here. So if we're talking about who they're going to throw it inside the paint here, that's going to be one of either like, Ryan or Gray or somebody like that. Now, the cool and negative parts of this, or the good and the bad, if you will, is yes, the opportunity might be there, let's say just less than half the time. But circling back to, again, the free throws with Indiana, that's a huge assist killer. We've seen them also, that being a good correlation with why they allowed the least amount of assists, is there's so many just disruptions in the play. Like a lot of stoppage of the conversions there. They don't give up that many and ones per se, but fouling people, broken plays, stuff like that. So that interrupts a lot of the playmaking here, and it's a good reason why they've been able to limit the opposing playmakers just in a general sense. So if I'm looking at who she's dumping this down to, underneath, Nas Hillman doesn't really take that many shots there. So it's going to be one of the other two guards, maybe even Canada more so, but she likes to kind of, create her own looks there when she's slashing down. So it's tough, man. And then the potentials as well, looking at that, really kind of taking a fall here. One of her better games that she had was the 7, and then hard step down to 5, and the last game, only 3. So I don't see it. I don't see it. This is one we've kind of teetered with a little bit more so back and forth this season, but again, only 38% rating before going over. I like our odds. I love the matchup. Got to do it.
Yeah, man. Every day there's plays like this, and we're just going to keep taking advantage. It's way too high. We caught it yesterday at way better value, and if you're in the Discord, you're on it with us. 3.5 assists, pretty good value on Underdog, and you could straight bet it on some other sites, but Underdog and that 3.5x for 2 pickers makes it pretty fun to play. And something about these pick'em sites that makes me want to take their money more than the other sites. So I like playing them on these sites. I don't know what it is, but it's fun.
Well, she's not an Underdog anymore.
Oh, well, if you weren't in the Discord, you probably didn't get it. But yeah, if Angel Reese gets 4 assists today, I'd be surprised. There's always a chance, just like Brianna Stewart won't get 8 rebounds yesterday, but I'll take it every day of the week. And I listened to a video today. I sent it to Exotic in the Discord, and the dude was saying exactly on YouTube today. I watched this little video. It popped up in my feed. He was saying exactly what we say all the time. All bad beats don't lose. All bad bets don't lose. All good bets don't win. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Just keep to the process. The percentages will play out if you make good plays. No worries. No crying. Let's win.
Yeah, absolutely. And, being open-minded about that, it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever to see maybe one of these plays from tonight miss. And if we go X and 1, that's still a great night. Just, make sure exposure, all the stuff. We will try to have more plays out for tomorrow. They were kind of lollygagging on some of the other props, but we were also waiting on the injury news that did just drop right before we got on. So let's kind of... Here, we'll wrap on this game here real fast, actually, and then we'll talk about everything for tomorrow because there was a lot of injury news. Long and the short of it, though, Sonia Citron, we got her at 18.5 points. She is still at 17.5 on Underdog. Prizepicks already moved her down to 16.5. Kiki is available to play, or at least is off the injury report, and Shakira is questionable, but I do think both of them suit up for this game tomorrow. So it would not surprise me at all to see this Citron line move here. Maybe not tonight, but definitely by tomorrow.
Big Sonia, 18.5 last night. How nice was that, man? Love it.
Oh yeah. All right, so we talked about Reese. Let's finish off here with Gray, and then same thing for Kitchen. Kelsey Mitchell. Let's almost combine Kelsey and Mitchell into one name.
Kelsey Mitchell?
All right, let's talk about Gray. Yeah, the House of Mitchells. All righty, Alicia Gray. Girl, what are you doing to me, man? You were my wagon last season. I would have been like 2 units on a 24.5 PRA line all day long, all day strong, but not the case right now. And it's honestly not even due to any kind of bad matchups, just in general. We are going through a funk right now, and Reese doing a lot of handiwork. She's taking a lot of field goal attempts. Also Canada, picking up some reasonable amount of usage. The team just as a whole is shooting the ball quite a bit, and really for Gray not having to put the entire team on her back. Rhyne Howard thankfully is healthy this season as well. Matchup, everything, all that stuff. We're still ticking the same boxes. Not a great rebounding matchup, not a great assist matchup. The best thing that Gray has going for her tonight is just raw points, straight up scoring, not from three. It's going to be from this. This is our only thing I'm sweating true in my heart tonight is whatever that free throw range looks like. Because we saw last year, she was pretty held in check, but this season, not really getting a whole lot of volume, and it's not the same thing. We're not seeing this averaging 5 attempts like last season. It's been a little back and forth here, so I still like her RA under. I mean, she's just not rebounding that much either. Last couple of games, saw a little bit more life there, but very big stretch here. This is a bad defense that she was able to get over on. And then the one against Chicago, no surprise. It's one of our best up spots, the number one matchup. And then the assist, also Rhyne Howard really stepping forward. Some of these last games were a little bit flukier. Toronto is the best matchup for it. So kind of, put that off to the side a little bit. But this was also with the unreal scoring from three that Rhyne Howard was doing. I mean, the last 2 games here went for 24 and 24 points. So really a lot of action going between those two. Assuming this connection is not going to be the same for her scoring wise, that's going to drag this metric down a lot here too. You beat us from scoring tonight. Hey, you go out and put up 20 plus points and have a couple RA. It is what it is. But the points, even so, this has not been her season.
Nope. We got Reese in there to take away a little usage. Reese is probably going to try to do a little more against CC. And what I want to do now, too, is I know we have sections. You'll go over the plays, and then I'll go through the questions. But at the same time, I'm going to scroll through in real time. And while you're talking about plays, I'll try to find people that are talking about the same play, and then we can hit that at the same time. Because Sean Cross says, Alicia Gray's at 25 PRA. Would you take that still?
Yeah, that one still actually has one of the better values. I know Underdog already bumped that down. And on a couple of the other different book sites, she's trending towards 23.5 as well.
Okay. He also said Citron's at 16 points now. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Hey, I mean, if you want to play a 2-point bump, that's kind of to each their own.
I don't think he was saying play it. He was just kind of amazed that it's already down to 16 flat.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 16 flat on Prizepicks now? Is that what that means? That would be wild and wacky.
More than likely. Where's she at?
Yeah, 18.5 was craziness. 16.5, okay. So you'd play the 17.5 still on Underdog.
Yeah, I think that one's still totally fine.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good to me.
And even honestly, we know she's been that first quarter, first half under. I'm praying. I talked Homie off of her first half yesterday. I forget who, if that was Trey or one of our other dudes. I pray I talked you off of that first half because she snuck over and got 8, and that was quite unfortunate. But this first quarter, I mean, continues to just be an absolute struggle for her. We can kind of maybe expand, embellish on this, if you will, a little bit.
I like expanding and embellishing.
Yeah.
And I dropped my phone. It's cool.
All right, so first half, still putrid. We have a push and all misses. Yeah, this is actually really surprising. I wonder. Hold on. Does Prizepicks actually still have that up? Because that's a major tax on her current line. That's a good call. And we know Kiki's in, and if Shakira's in too, man, they like to go down low to start the games usually. And New York's not really playing. 9 points first half. Hey. Yeah. So yeah, if you're talking that 16 points for Citron and 17.5 on Underdog, still okay. That 9 flat under first half looks nice. Yeah, Underdog doesn't even have it up right now. I mean, she doesn't score in the first half a lot. Oh yeah. I am playing this right now because this is gonna leave. Should be official that one. That's and I get a little too hyped, guys. Sorry. It's Caitlin Clark Day. Just excited. So don't mind me.
JSteak22 says, good picks yesterday. Tailed a few. Nice. Glad it worked out, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
JT Paul says 16.5 better picks. What?
Let's go with this Citron because this line is definitely moving here in a second. Let's try and get something up with this.
With prize picks? Okay, let's take a look. What else do we have?
We haven't posted anything with Gray, right? Nothing with Gray?
Nothing with Gray. No.
Easy.
I posted the little play on parlay, but with Caitlin. The discount.
Okay. Well, at least currently, so this is only on prize picks. Now you can go with the 25 PRA flat for Gray, or they didn't just take it, did they?
Nope, I see it.
I would still even eat the payout hit for Lacan's 4.5 assist. Honestly, the 2.2, I'm not mad at.
You want to do that? We don't have Lacan on the list yet, do we?
No, because we were hoping we could get something better than the 5.5, but it looks like she's trending towards maybe even 6.5.
Yeah, that matchup, man.
Yeah, let's do that. I like this first half play. I think that's quite a strong one.
You want to Lacan 4.5?
Yeah. I know it's a smaller payout, but at least so we can get some kind of action on this.
Okay.
We'll probably find us a better price pick specific play, but just so we get something on it right now, I think this is totally worth it. All right, so that is Sonia Citron under first half points. We'll bring that up here for you guys real fast. And then let's go with Big Lacan. I know Griner Stinky Butt last game was absolute trash, but we got a better matchup and no Sykes as well, possibly no Sably on the other side. So let's do that.
I will post it in the Discord, and I will also drop it in the chat here if you guys want to tail. The payout isn't the best, but pretty good chance it hits, so I think it's worth the 2.2 payout. So, yeah. Citron under 9 point first half, Lacan over 4.5, little goblin assist play. So, get this link. All right. Citron first half, 9 points, plus Lacan 4.5 assists. Okay, there we go, guys. If you want to tail, there's the link. Noah, he says the Citron pick isn't there for him on Prizepicks. You got to go to WNBA first half, I think. On the top is probably why you don't see it. Because we're doing first half at 9 points.
Yeah, under 9 first half points. Sorry, just bear with this, fam. Bear with this. I guarantee you this prop is not going to be here for that long.
And we don't have... We only have one game today, so we're no rush.
Yeah. We got plenty of time. We're chilling. Why is this prop here? Like, who the hell put this up? Because this makes no sense. She's never been a 9.
They put it up when she was 18.5 and then never changed it. We see that before because people don't really look at first half props much, probably. So the other one got bet a certain way, and these first half props don't get bet and don't change as fast, I would assume. So they're good little things to always look through, obviously, for little advantages. Starfall will tell you. That guy be finding value.
Were you posting that one up for the old Discord too?
I am.
Appreciate that. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you, honestly. Just bear with us here for just a moment and we'll get y'all right, I promise. We're hitting some live value here. You're seeing some action. So or some discrepancy. And this is, kind of stuff that we look for too, where there's just a wild difference, especially on a player who's just way underachieving this. I mean, we saw this all last season. This is nothing different.
And it's only high because of the injuries. And we already know Kiki's back. And this matchup is, this isn't the hardest matchup, but it's definitely not. What was it yesterday? Connecticut? It's definitely not Connecticut.
Yeah, it's definitely not Connecticut. That's for sure.
So yeah, good to go.
She got this one time last season in a game that she scored. Wow, she got 15 in the first half and ended the game with 18. So that was total fakery.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fakery out there, and I just keep saying it because it's so damn true. It's just the good plays lose sometimes. One play doesn't matter. We can just keep rolling and keep playing these good plays, guys. And once you look at your bankroll, a week goes by, you're like, damn, I'm up. Yeah, we're gonna lose a few, but we're gonna win more. Not financial advice, YouTube, don't get mad at me, but just saying. Tried and true. It's going to happen. So, with that being said.
Hold on real fast before we kind of move on.
Mm-hmm.
Another few random low buys that you could pair up with it. They have Anissa Morrow. Actually, I like this one quite a bit. Anissa Morrow for 10 plus points. Goblin, it is a 2.4, or we could do her 19.5 points plus rebounds for a 2.6, which I actually like that quite a bit. You know how Toronto is, and she missed that last game.
Well, you know how my Prizepicks account is. I have $5 in, so yeah.
Well, hey,
great.
You make those $5 count, buddy.
Oh no, let me grab my other phone if we're gonna have this much time. Shoot. Give me some.
Well, I'll say at least on a personal slip, I'm definitely playing this Morrow 19.5 BR because that is a healthy line. She looked healthy, double-digit field goal attempts so far in basically every game, and now we got a nice little easy matchup.
Man, it's gonna be funny. No Sykes. Is Rice back? Rice is still gone, right? Man, they're toast.
No. Yeah. It is not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. All right. Well, since I'm talking about her anyways, but let's look at Morrow real fast. I will say, like her initial 21.5. I'm going to hold up on it a little bit, though, because it should be 20.5. Looks like DraftKings does have that available. And Underdog did not have her earlier. Still don't have her, apparently.
Question: should I put Citron on the list first half as well?
Oh yeah, that's official. If she gets us, I don't even care. I'll live with that one.
All right, 2 units on Sonia total. We're going there.
Hey, scared money does not make money.
That is true. But dumb money loses money. Don't forget that.
That is true. I experienced that yesterday with Stuart.
It wasn't dumb. It was a good play to put a little more on it. It made sense, but it just didn't work out. It's all good.
Okay. You got what you needed in on it. Hopefully you guys out there threw out some decent options. I know a little bit more limited here just being on Prizepicks, but make sure get a little something on that because that's at least, in my opinion, that's going to 8, maybe even 7.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm getting it in right now. All right, I'm in on my slow ass other phone. Okay, cool. Let me put it on the list for us.
Dope. And I think it's also pretty okay, so here comes the odd movement on Underdog. So this will be gone sooner than later.
Question.
It's also pretty telling, though, the fact that we don't have our first half here either. What's up?
Lacan 4.5 assists. Do we want to put that on the list as a official play as well, or is the odds a little too shitty?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's totally fine. She had the potentials this last game.
We'll put 0.7 for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Layla Lacan. Yeah.
I'm not even mad. She still had 12 potentials this last game, and
we watched
saw
it. We watched him. Kept missing layups, even getting fouled. Like all kinds of stuff happened for her to not get that. So yeah, 4.5, bro. She should get that. 5.5. I'm not mad at really, but I don't want to. I'd rather play this 4.5 for sure.
Yeah, the 5.5 is totally acceptable. If you guys want to get some exposure on it, definitely where you can. I know Prizepicks already has her at 6. What is actually the 5.5. I think I didn't want to do the 5.5 here on Prizepicks more specifically because the payout was so bad. What's the 5.5? Oh yeah, those odds just moved too. Okay, the 5.5 is at 2.7, so that came down a little bit from earlier as well. I think it's fine. I don't know if I would rather play it there. Probably look over here on finally. Look over here on Underdog and 0.83. So that the standard play is a 2.9. Yeah, you're getting more value on Underdog. So if you're gonna play it, make sure to get it on that. More
Q Donkey's here. Hey, J Main's here. What's up, J Main? He says new here, underrated. What up, bro? What up, bro? Hey, what up, bro? J Main 34 is in the building.
What up? What up? Glad we're getting some new faces in here. You know, we were going through that stretch with college basketball. Nobody was interested in it. Now we got some people that love the W or just love money. I don't really know which, but I'll take either.
Either or. If you win money, you start loving stuff. Kind of a weird thing that happens.
That is true.
You wouldn't see me at 3 a.m. watching Japanese baseball for another reason, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Not because you hate sleeping?
Nah, bro, I'm tired as hell. But when I look at my streak and my new hot tub that it bought me, I'm like, it was worth it. I love you, Japanese baseball.
That is true. That is true. And also, hey, on that note, make sure you guys just take a step back after a night of winning. Treat yourself. Make sure you withdraw, buy a video game, buy you some lunch, dinner, buy you, whatever. But
hey,
make sure it's a long season.
1,000%. And you said make sure you withdraw. You can withdraw on winning days, but you know what I like to do? But yeah, you don't want to put it back. And just because your account balance is up, you don't want to just bet it because you won. And I remember doing that when I first started. Don't do that. Just keep playing the good plays. Don't fall into the, I want some action because it's fun. I mean, if you want to do it for fun, that's fine. But if you're really trying to make money, don't do it. Only play the good plays. And what I was going to say is, remember I told you the other day, sometimes when you have bad days, and it will happen off and on, when you have a really bad day, but you've won a few days before that, and it's like, damn, I hate this feeling, and you want to play again because you're stuck and you don't want to end the day as feeling like a loser. What helps me every single time is make a withdrawal. Don't even make another bet. Withdraw from a site and see that money come into your normal account, and then you'll feel better. Promise. Try it, guys. It works for me at least every single time. We're at 50 likes,
Already? Wow. You guys are amazing. Thank you. We didn't really even ask just there at the beginning. That's about it, but thank you. Let's make sure we get everybody in here possible. All eyes, all hands on deck. It's a small slate, but we're going to make some work of it. All right. I think we pretty much well covered everything. Kelsey Mitchell, we can just kind of recap this here real fast. She got super lucky in this matchup the last time they played. Bro, she hit this buzzer beater right before half and then won another Hail Mary shot at the end of the third quarter. Went 3 of 3, was able to get there off of that regard. But still, the looks, everything, efficiency. I mean, this is a play I stand by, man. She got us this last game, and we knew better about that, but still not an easy matchup. Atlanta is not messing around the perimeter. Either of her opponents guarding her, whether that be Gray, Canada, Howard. I'm assuming more than likely it's either Gray or Canada, but we'll see how Coach plays it this time. This is not an easy matchup. I mean, they smothered her last time. They really forced her to try and get inside the painted area, draw to her under the basket. That way they can throw help at her. But the open looks from 3 was really, really minimal. I just still love this line. I love the matchup. I don't care. I'll stand by my decision of give me a player who is this bad of a hit rating in better matchups, mind you. Now we have a terrible matchup, all that stuff aside. Plus, way in the back of my head, you always wheel that upside of the game could just blow out. That saved our ass how many times this season where we were hoping on one thing would happen and the complete opposite happened, but it still worked out.
Wow, we say it all the time. Unders have so many ways you can win, and overs have so many ways you can lose. It's just what it is. But I will also say, look at her percentage Or look at how many threes she shoots per game. It's so low. She hit 3 last game, but how many did she shoot? Like 5 or 6?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we've talked about ad nauseum at this point, but I still think she is a much better scorer when she's not having to lean on just chucking up threes. This last game, she burned us. It was another 3 of 4, so we're getting ultra efficiency.
Yeah, that's the only reason we lost. She just, she was on that day 3 for 4, and it's Toronto, so that she was probably more open than she's going to be tonight. So for her to get 3 threes, she's going to have to be on. She's probably going to be covered when she shoots her threes up. She's short too. Man, they want to give us that. We'll take that under all day long. As you say, all day long, all day strong. What up,
all day. Yeah, and again with her, you got to overlook a lot of her last season metrics because that was a long period. I think Clark only played 3 games, I believe, against Atlanta last season, and you can see there was a wild difference between the first 2 games that they had played and then the rest of the season. So first game was able to put up 24 points. Second game was 17. I believe Clark played in this one and then missed all the other ones. Let's actually throw that on here. All right, so games without player. Yeah, it was these 4, the 27 and the 24, and the games with from last season. All right, so still producing really high numbers scoring-wise, but you look at her three-point shooting, and it's a little bit different. Was able to hit 2, and this was this season, so mind you, the one time last season, Clark actually was still hurt in this game. This was after she came back from injury and tried to play through it. But for the most part, this is still just way too high. Like, I don't understand why her line is at 2.5. Maybe because the 1.5 is just such a good hit rating. They can't, really live with playing that. Her getting 3, though, that's a tall task.
Hey, Jay Work has a cool question here. It says, what about Gray under 9.5 first half points also at the first half at 9.5? That's a little higher than the 18.5, or do you like just rolling with the PRA full game more?
The 9.5 just straight points. Well, let's see. Actually, we can kind of look at both of those. All right, so very inefficient scoring wise. I mean, we are playing quite a few minutes, almost 17 minutes on average. Production is really bad. Let's see, what does that compare to the first half? So we're averaging 8 points. Okay, so a little bit more mixy with the RA in there. Scoring really kind of what's carrying us over the top here in a few games. It's a high number. I truthfully, I have no idea what's going on with her this season. She's taken such a backseat. Now it looks like even more so in the first half. So this is why we do this. We're all learning here together. Their first quarter, this is very Sonia Citron-y feeling. All of our production is just not there whatsoever.
They just have a game plan to start the game, probably, right? They just feed Reese, get her going. I would assume they're going to do that today too, but who knows?
Well, it's not even Reese too.
Rhyne Howard.
I think they just do the whole team. They're just doing a lot right now. You can actually look here real fast. So you can go to WNBA.com. You can go to first half. You go to teams, players, run it, and see what we're doing this season. You
would say, though, that because Reese is here this year is why she's taken somewhat of a backseat, right? It seemed like it was only her and Rhyne Howard. And Canada was kind of hurt last year, too. Canada kind of takes a little usage, I would think.
She was.
Has the ball a lot.
She was. Yeah, absolutely. And they're just, they play a lot of minutes. And, the coach doesn't really run that wide of a rotation. And the time that Pau is also on the floor with Gray, she's been a little monster out there. She don't pass that ball. She's just taking a bunch of field goal attempts. So it's looking like, all right, so first half metrics, we're talking 9.8 for Howard. So she's leading the way here. We got Howard, then Gray, then Reese. So there's a pretty hefty volume here between the other 3 players. Now Gray is still doing the second most. Like let's be real about that. 8.5 points, but the RA also is still fairly low. 2.1 rebounds, 1.2 assists. It's just Howard's doing a lot right now, man. I don't know if this is just strictly because Gray's just having a bad season or what, but yeah, she's hitting a bad slump. It's not good. I like it though, man. I'm not that mad at this first quarter under either. That's a little high.
What is it? 4.5?
It's at 5?
Really?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, 5 on Prizepicks. Why? Why is that?
Did she play the whole first quarter? That was a minutes breakdown there.
Bro, she's
3.7.
averaging 3 points. 3?
Yeah.
Oh, she plays the whole time. Like, let's not kid ourselves about that. She definitely gonna be out there for a solid, 8-9 minutes. But
Yeah.
3? Why is this at 5?
Because they want you to make more plays on your list so you can have more fun today, I guess.
Well, let's also remember, I know that's not normally our cup of tea to target this first half and first quarter stuff, but
It's
if
not.
at least we're looking at some, one game options, this would definitely be one of them.
Yeah. I guess if you can't find the 25.5, well, I would lean full game just because you have more time for the averages to play out, right? And you got the blowout. Probably not going to be a blowout, but you got a lot of other factors in there if you take the full game under.
Yeah, absolutely. It
But
is
I
a
don't-
one-game slate, so
Sorry, I was just going to say, I don't mind doing both, though. Little on each. Something like that.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Give you something to sweat, at least for the evening.
Jay Steak says, what's your favorite play of the day? Do we have a favorite play? I don't think we really have a favorite, huh? They're kind of just spread out. Feeling pretty similar.
Yeah, very
Confidence-wise.
similar. I mean, the Rhyne Howard one would definitely be a strong candidate, more so just from the line and the matchup. But yeah, honestly, everything feels pretty solid, but about the same.
Yeah, and a couple of them you can't even get right now, probably, depending on what books you have. So it's hard to say. But say you only had Prizepicks or Underdog, what would be your top play right now, this minute? Because, you may be in that position. What would you do? What would you say? What do we have left? It would be Gray, Citron first half, and Gray, maybe, at this point? Or 17.5 Citron on Underdog?
Yeah, so you could do on Prizepicks more so since we have the first half. You could do the 9.5 here with the Gray 25 PRA under, or the first quarter under 5 points, and then on Underdog we could go with the Howard under 3s, and then some combination of. I think Citron is still there at 17.5 if you missed it, or you could just stack it up with let me see if these odds got so much worse.
Kelsey 3s, yeah. That's not bad.
Or 2.02. I mean, the odds definitely got worse since yesterday, but it is still playable. Give you a couple options. Reese not having her assist line there is unfortunate, but let's see what else we got. Morrow, I'm waiting on her lines to come back down. I want to see this 20.5 BR. Did they give us Lacan? No, we honestly might not even get the 4.5. It wouldn't surprise me.
Think so.
It's going to be like a 0.6 something, but there's a real good chance we just might not even get it at all, to be honest.
Oh no!
The board's
realized
kind of rough right now.
Oh man, Underdog is doing us, bro. No, the MPB plays. You know how when Prizepicks has a flat number, like a 4 strikeouts, and then on Underdog it'll be 4.5 with a little worse payout for the under. They just switched it today. All the ones like that are no unders available. So nasty. So nasty. My heart hurts. These losers, bro. These losers. They must have been getting their ass whipped. They had to change it up.
That's so lame.
Hopefully it's just today, but I'm not feeling very good about this. Because I was just looking over there right now. You could take Daddy Dot under 6.5, and they don't even have his under available. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is that kind of stuff, bro. It's like these bookies are already slimy, and then they don't allow you to do stuff. Like, put your lines better if you don't want us to bet a certain thing. Like, don't just not let us bet it. That's just super foul. It's just gross.
They said, no, not for you, sir. Not for you.
Not for us. Weak.
At least put some stuff here in the queue.
Fucking
All right. Well, I know we've been kind of talking, going through some questions. Are we all caught up on everything thus far, or we still got some more?
Oh no, we got a bunch, bro. We were talking about our plays. I was just looking through about people who were talking about what we were already talking about. So let me get to the beginning and start it over. All right, guys. The joint has really hit me, so let's see what I can do here.
Apologize.
Velvet Lulu says,
there's a lot of
"Man,
stuff going on."
yeah, and we only have one game, so I'm kind of more chill today. But Velvet Lulu says, "Man, you late. I need my fix, but don't worry, we're here, bro. We're here. We're a little late. We're a little late sometimes because I don't know why we're always a little late for some reason." 3 times says, "What's up, bro? I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't think I use them. I only watch you guys or for fishing." Oh, he's talking about the hype button. Appreciate it, man. The hype button, I don't know. I don't get it. Sometimes it just pops up on my phone and you can hit the hype button for a channel or for a stream instead of a like. Or once you hit the like, I think the hype button like rotates over on your phone and you can hit the hype button after you hit the like. So if any of you want to do it, yeah. What's up?
YouTube also did some update that was like straight dog shit to the mobile versions. Like mine is just a putrid look.
Really?
I have to actually I have to like click something to open the video box, like information to find the like button. It's literally not even on the top anymore.
Wow. Well, they got to make people work, I guess.
Lame update. Not a fan of it.
Dude, I'm looking at this MPB board and to talk about a lame update, I gotta just switch off this before I read the next comment here because this is pissing me off. Okay. Andre says Angel Reese under 30.5 PRA and Sophie for 2 threes. Interesting. Sophie has been hot. But would you trust Reese under 30.5 PRA?
Yeah, really with Reese, I mean, it's mostly just what kind of scoring output do we get from her? Because fun fact, she's only gone over that 14.5 points, or I think even 13.5 points, but her current point line only once in her career versus Indiana or versus the Clark era, whatever, what have you. It is high, and yes, for good reason. She's been playing really, really well this season. But look at it last season. I mean, we're talking a hard downturn. I was, on a personal note, looking at her under 17.5 PA. I still think this is quite high. You look at so far this season, we're talking a 38%er. Not bad. Especially if you don't have access to the assist prop by itself. The only dangerous thing with her is just the rebounds. I mean, we know that from her. It's by nature, but in the matchup more so, she is good for 10 plus rebounds. Has not had a game without that. Some kind of spiky, she's been living in that like 12 to 14 range in a couple of them, but the rebounds will be there unless she's just in massive foul trouble. Then we know how that goes. I think it's a strong play. Honestly, you're just really sweating out what kind of scoring output we're seeing from her, but it is a high line. It has been hitting a little bit more, though, so just, hey, I'm not saying don't play it, but just keep that in the back of your head there. You want to play something that's hitting at 62% this season, or maybe that's something, like 38%. Just something to think about. Not saying it's a bad play. I like them both.
So that 30.5 PRA under or what? Which one? What was the other one option you liked?
The 17.5 PA. I don't understand why this is so high.
Oh, well, her points are 14.5, right?
Yes.
Well,
and I know it's baked into the price here, but personally, her points are still just a little bit too high. But even combined, though, this should be 16.5.
I see what you mean. Like, she could go out there and get 15 rebounds, and then it makes it more difficult. Sure. Yeah, you might as well pull the rebounds out of there. Why bet on her under rebounds? Like, you're going to get frustrated when she misses 6 layups and gets all her own rebounds back. You're going to be like, man, this sucks. Ayo says, if you love making money and you want to win. What's up, Ayo? He says, smash the like button. Don't be soft. And he put an ice cream emoji. Damn, making me hungry now. I'm not hungry, but making me want some sweets like that. It's all hot over here. Okay, let's see. What else we got, guys?
Sweet too.
What else we got, guys? Noah says AI song goes hard. Thank you, bro. Jermaine says, what about Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell turnovers? Interesting. What's up, Jermaine? You like looking at turnovers. What do you think about that one?
I do, and I already went down the rabbit hole about it. They're
And it's
both
Caitlyn.
pretty appealing.
Well, you're gonna start hating on Caitlyn like you like to do.
Well, Butterfinger's gonna stay buttery.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, Clark truly is, I think, the more higher ceiling turnover, or if you will, the more likely one to get there. The only thing that sucks about Kelsey is they did put her at 2 flat, so you might be playing for a push. I can totally see her getting 2 turnovers, no problem. Atlanta's causing the most turnovers to begin with. Not that Clark needs any help with that. Mitchell, I like it. Hey, you hush your face. She is turning it over, and you know it.
That's okay. You don't need to bring it up. Leave it alone. Jeez.
Hey, we're talking about context here, so you're going to get it.
Damn it. I should have skipped that one.
Now, Mitchell is being a little bit more, loose with the ball turnovers. This was something that she pretty well stayed right at, too, for most of last season. I think that one's totally fine. Clark obviously comes with a much higher upside. She's averaging, over 5 turnovers this season to begin with. And in this matchup, no surprise, either Canada and or Howard going to cause them. Now, the only thing that's a little bit annoying is just if, Kelsey Mitchell starts a ball hog more so down the stretch, she might lose out on some opportunity there. But she still, Clark, that is, turning it over a ton this season. Yeah, 4.6 right now. I think this is a totally fine line for her. Last season, didn't really turn it over, but again, you got to remember Clark was not 100%, so that's kind of skewed. She's at home, so that's the only kind of drawback that I have is maybe she keeps in check this game, but I love the matchup. It's number 1.
All right. You heard it from the man. D. Johnson said, he said, time to get paid. D. Johnson's here, baby. What's up, bro?
Right.
Ayo says just cash. Ayo says E-Money. Legends, underrated. Let's get it. JT Paul is here. What's up, bro? He said, man, that shit's fire. Appreciate you, dog. Jermaine says, best 3 props for tonight's game, big homie.
Well, if I had my pick, probably the Howard, Angel, and really we just got to go top 3 here, I guess.
Yeah.
The threes, under assists, all top 3 versus metrics.
Man,
it's time to see him fail.
You guys couldn't find one over you like? Jeez, not even one?
Not today. No, thank you. No, thank you.
All right. Ayo says Clark versus Reese tonight. Calm down. He can't calm down. I can't calm down. It's Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark tonight. Must see TV. The Clark Show. Let's get it, guys. Ayo says round 2 fight. Let's go. Calm down. Hold my beer, he says. I'm ready to smack what y'all. Velvet says. I like the vibes up in here, guys. Jermaine says let's effing go. Chicago played like a decent team last game. They did, Andre. Chicago actually played good yesterday, and it got us on our props. But that's okay. We'll take it. We lost 3 out of 13. Not too mad. Sean Kemp's here. He says, what's happening, gang? What's up, bro? Q Donkey's here. Q Donkey. Yay! Let's go, dog. He's back, folks. He was with us with college basketball all the way through. Got to give him his flowers. Shout out Q Donkey in this MFer. Jermaine says Rhyne Howard blocks and steals prop. It's at 3. Is it worth taking tonight in a strong defensive game? Stocks at 3.
It was really appealing. Man, I wish it was 2.5 because she's been getting that this season. It looks good. It's definitely the matchup for it. You could be, again, playing for a push here. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest to see her end up with 3. Did she also have I'm not supposed to look at it on this. Does she have a steal prop straight up? I would imagine that's at 1.5. Well, there's no way I'm playing 2.5 steals on any person. I know she's been good for it here recently, but that's way too high.
Does she get blocks? I guess so. Everyone out. 3 blocks last game. Wow.
Yeah, she gets a couple blocks. Last game, fakery though, because that was just all usage to Sykes and Mabry. The blocks a little bit harder to come by. Now, granted, this is a better block style matchup, but I think we're really just looking at the steals here. That sucks we didn't get that at a reasonable price. Is this a demon or a goblin?
Prizepicks is so dumb. I hate him. If you didn't know.
Oh, it is a demon. Yeah. I do not like Prizepicks. No, I do not. Wow, they're not paying anything for this. 3.2, so 0.25 for 2.5 steals. I mean, I like it. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see her end up with 3 tonight flat. You could also, I think, strong consideration, if you think Howard has a bounce back performance, consider the fantasy. But I don't know if necessarily I want to, take that route, because we could be missing out a lot of threes, a lot of assist potential. It's not a bad play. It's a great spot for it. She's probably going to get at least a turnover caused from Clark or Kelsey Mitchell by herself.
King MVP says Canada under 18.5 PA.
Bro, I was looking at that assist under. I could not believe that she opened yesterday as heavy juice on the over 6.5, and now completely flipped the script. It is 0.9. Okay, so actually it's leveling out a little bit more. This was almost down to 0.8 earlier. I like the assist downside. I think she got super lucky the first time they played. She ended up with 7 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she had 7 the last game. Very, very fortunate. Now, she is one of the players that could be kind of subject to, again, massive free throw upside here. She operates a lot like that. A lot of three-point downside, not too concerned in that regard. She plays a lot of minutes, but comes with a little bit of foul risk. She likes to foul. That one actually don't mind. The rebounds this last game, super fake. At best, she's probably getting 2 to 3 rebounds a game. The New York one, not surprising there. They shoot a lot of threes. She could maybe fall into a 3 like she did last time. That's why she had 3 rebounds. But I think, honestly, it's a totally fair look. I would not mess with her fantasy under, though, because she could easily go out and pick up 3 steals, too.
Hating on Caitlin again.
I mean, it is what it is.
I know. Hate. You're right. It is. Hatred. Gabby points tomorrow. What y'all think? Gabby points. Man, Gabby's balling this year, dude. Dang, it's crazy.
She is.
I love seeing it. I'm happy for her. And Golden State is a really fun team to watch now, too.
And she actually just got signed up with a multi-year contract in Unrivaled, so I'm super, super proud of her. I know we've been a long-time fan of watching her and, being in and out of the league and what have you, but she is here to stay and getting that bag, so love it, love it.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby, though, very, very poor performance last time they played. Somehow only put up 5 points. That was a little weird, but it is still going to be a great 3-point scoring spot for her. Hey, quit. Great three-point scoring spot. Minnesota, again, bleeding, all kinds of threes. That's really just been their Achilles heel, but it's kind of the same thing for both of these teams. They're really phenomenal inside the paint, top 3 on both sides, and then they're just giving up a ton of attempts on the wings, so no surprise there. Gabby has been shooting a lot of threes, so I do like the potential for a bounce-back spot now being at home this time, because at Minnesota, I get that maybe there was just some kind of home road struggle and whatever, what have you, but she has been really nice at the house this season. We're hitting our threes here, and we are seeing those points are really following along with that. So honestly, I don't mind that. Even I think don't sleep on the rebound upside as well. The on-court matchup for her should be still pretty decent. I mean, she's going to be picking up one of those low operators. Minnesota by themselves does not shoot that many threes either. So a little bit more opportunity for her, to kind of fall into a few here and there. But I like her bounce back spot. She played so bad the first game, I honestly don't even remember what happened.
25 minutes, 2 of 10. Just that Minnesota defense, I guess. But man, if you look at the last, what is that, last 5 games, it looks crazy.
Yeah, and the minutes too. We finally saw her eclipse 30 plus again, and even, the 2 surrounding that, 29, 28, 28. Very promising, very promising. Maybe there was something that was going on with her during this stretch too, because yes, I know we had a couple blowout games sprinkled in the mix too, but overall production from her was kind of, a little sus. And then we're back. We're so back now.
Yeah, it's just Minnesota. I never, ever, ever have been a fan of taking Gabby over. So it just never has worked. But this year is different. And I haven't tried it, and I'm not going to try it. But good luck if you do take it. And I hope she does well. I really do. Dex says, let's cook, y'all. Kiki's been lifted from the injury report. She is the Liberty Killer. Love it. Okay.
Kiki.
And we like her being back, and we hope Shakira's back for our Citron under. That'll help a little bit. Wayne the Greatest. Like the name. Wayne says, Aaliyah Boston over 8.5 rebounds. Dang, Aaliyah Boston's been rebounding her ass off, but what about today's matchup with Angel down there? Scarier.
It is a little bit scarier. I saw that it was a fairly popular play, and I think for good reason. She's been playing extremely well. Now, granted, hard to take a lot of what happened in the beginning of the season because she wasn't at 100%, and especially like her minutes and everything has looked a lot better. The first matchup, getting into a little bit of foul trouble, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she had 5 fouls. That was a problem, and that was kind of somewhat of a running theme with her is, does she stay in and out of foul trouble? I'm trying not to compare what we saw from her last season because she has been more active on the glass, but I don't know if I love this matchup from what we've seen in history standpoint. She plays Reese plays exactly like Brianna Jones, so these are going to be very similar numbers unless Reese gets into foul trouble or something like that. But Brianna Jones, very similar to how Reese is going to play her, and Boston really struggled with that. So I'd probably pass on that, man, to be honest. It wouldn't shock me at all to see both. I mean, hell, even her and Reese getting into foul trouble tonight wouldn't shock me in the slightest.
Pass.
All right. Fade King says, my dogs, best WNBA cappers, period. Lie to your mama. Fade King.
What up,
That's what's up. Appreciate you, bro. Andre Simon. Oh, I love when I see Andre Simon in here because he's going to start talking about unders. He says, what's poppin', family? I took Boston and Reese under 9 and 13 rebounds, and I'm scared shitless. Let's go! I always read them like without reading them, first time just looking, and as I'm reading them, I laugh. That was funny. He's scared shitless. Should he be? Boston 9, Reese 13.
I mean, they're higher numbers. Technically, on paper, this is not a great rebounding spot for either one of them. If we kind of bounce over here, so looking over the last month right now. All right, all the way at the bottom, Atlanta is allowing the second least overall rebounds. All right, so second least overall rebounds, sixth least defensive rebounds, which is, a lot of where Boston's going to get her action from. And then they have the least amount of offensive rebounds. So quite literally everything bottom barrel. Now, Indiana, a little bit more of a different story as far as what Reese could do. The offensive rebounds, fairly average, bottom of the barrel, nothing crazy there. But defensive rebounds take a step back. We're talking fourth least, only 22.8 per game. And then overall rebounding is still, where we at? Why did that change? Sorry, I'm tripping over here. Okay, so fourth least in just overall rebounding. All right, so on average, if we're looking at the scope of it, 30 rebounds per game. And then if Reese is picking up, how many of that? 13? So she's going to get a third of the entire team's rebound potentials by herself. I don't mind it, man. That's a tall ass. But Reese is good at one thing, and it's definitely rebounding.
Sounds good to me. I'm a little scared with you. He said he took it already, and he's scared shitless. My dad always says that. I'm scared shitless. That's awesome. Let's see. What's up, J-Main? Shouted you out earlier. Appreciate you, bro. Glad you're here. 3 times 3257. He's usually just here with some super positivity, but today he comes with that and also a play that he's talking about. Morrow under or over PR. You're liking the over. That must have been what you had on your screen. Okay. So yeah. You like the over.
I am with the Morrow game. Absolutely. I like the, honestly, 11.5 points, very favorable too. I'm waiting on the 20.5 PR because that is on quite a few sites. Unfortunately, not on Underdog right now. But yeah, I like Morrow. Great spot for her. Also, Sabali is questionable for tomorrow. Nyara may not be playing again, so we'll see how that works.
Okay. What was I going to say? Shoot. Oh, well. Q Donkey says, do you like Clark under first half assists at 4.5? I don't like anything Clark under, but I'm going to say my thing before it funnels down to you, E. Anyone talk bad about Caitlin?
No, that's right. In the game, of course.
Here, I got your answer, Q Donkey.
Pass.
This one, surprisingly, is a little bit scarier on the surface than I thought it would be. I saw you brought that up earlier when we were taking a look at it. She's been, subpar overall this season, but somehow looking a little bit better in this specific history. Not really sure how. That does give me a little bit pause, though. And again, I mean, it is Caitlin, so maybe that's something. Home road split is a little bit, massive home road difference here, actually. So looking at season long stuff, we're talking 46%, but home games been a lot scarier. Players shooting more efficient around her is what that is telling us. I'd probably pass on that one, honestly. I'd probably have to let that one go. If she gets there, cool, but we look like we're taking on a little bit more risk here than we need to. Plus, she did get there the last time they played, too.
You should always pass on Clark unders. This word to the wise. Andre says Lacan under 4.5 assists. No, sir. Over 4.5 is what we were taking. And it scared me. I read that and then I went back and looked and I was like, dang, did I post the wrong thing or something? But no, it's over 4.5. Kevin Stark says, good luck, fam. Appreciate you, bro. Good luck to you as well on whatever you're doing today. CB Miami says, let's go, fellas. I'm at work. Can't talk much. Appreciate you either way. Glad you're here. Thanks for the comment. Gray 9.5 first half we did. Jay Steak says your favorite play. All right, Starfall time. Let's see what Starfall has today. He says, I love how all the heavy unders are off all the sports books today. Are they? Like which ones? Like what does he mean? Like the Reese?
Well, I'm sure he some of them, like, you and I were talking about Alicia Gray. She was kind of subject from site to site what exactly they were offering. I mean, the books are not in sync whatsoever today. A lot of different lines that are getting kind of thrown out there. And even still with some of the books just not offering the lines, like FanDuel, for example, they don't even have Alicia Gray's PRA, but Bet365 does. But somehow theirs is at 23.5, and then Prizepicks had her at 25.5. So there's a lot of discrepancies, and maybe this is an awesome spot for us today because the books are not dialed in. They do not have their stuff together, and we had all of our injury news. I mean, there's nothing different for us. It's business as usual. I don't know why, but I'm kind of liking it. That's cool, making us, at least putting our money in a couple different sites so we're not just loading up on one.
Speaking of, Jay Steak says I parlayed the Mitchell 3s and the Howard 3s for plus 123. Must be on a book. And he says he played Gray's straight at minus 102. That's how you do it, Jay Steak. There you go. Appreciate you, man. I hope they come through for us tonight. Dante says Boston 8.5 rebounds. Should I take it? People are talking Boston rebounds. It's because she's had a lot of rebounds in the last recent games, but today might be a little different, guys. So watch out. When you have Big Angel under there, it gets a little scarier. And Atlanta, a little different than you got to look at who she played there in those 5 games. She played teams that are giving up rebounds a lot more. So just be careful, as you would say, right?
Yeah, have a little bit of caution. I am personally a bit weirded out about that prop.
She could get there, but yeah, probably better stuff to put your money on, I'd think. Especially, and it's an over. We know about those. We have 101 watching, 66 likes. Guys, we need 3 more likes for good luck. Whoever hits that 69th like gets extra good luck today. So, man, I'd smack it if I was you. Woo, we're close. We're close. Yes.
I'm more weirded out on the fact that it's the number one play by a mile on Prizepicks and on Underdog and what have you. But how is this prop not juiced for the over? I mean, it's just chilling at plus money all day.
What are you talking about? The rebounds for Boston?
Yes, it is by far the most popular community play, like blah, 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 blah. But it's still plus money on the books. Well, how is that possible?
Oh, but it's not plus money. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, why did it not go over? Well, it looks like
it's 8 flat here.
Oh, that's true. And they're paying more for the 8.5. Yeah, that's actually a good call, bro. They know something. Wow, we just went to 72. Somebody hit the 69th like and got that extra good luck. Thank you guys for hitting that for real. It really helps us. It really helps us a lot. Totally appreciate it. So Reese 26.5 PR, Mitchell 14.5 points over. So this is a little parlay, I think, or is her? No, Reese's PR is 26.5. Okay, and then I guess pushing Mitchell down to 14.5 points. What do you think about that?
Yeah, let's see what we get for these kind of odds. What was the Reese's PR?
26.5.
Right. So what do you got with this one? It's plus 115. Now, I mean, the Reese one, I do think, again, her rebound potential is very scary. She can carry a lot of weight with that. The scoring aspect for her, a lot of free throw potential upside to be seen. Now she's got to make those free throws, because I know we were getting quite frustrated this last game with her missing so many and just general missing. I like I like everything that we have going in a positive direction. Not the best spot again for rebounding on paper, but as long as she's not in foul trouble, I could see her right around that range. It's tough, man. This is a tough game. I'm really trying not to get too sold on the overs, because, I mean, we saw it last game even. It was only, 60-something to 70-something? Like, it wasn't a high-scoring affair by any stretch.
Okay.
But, yeah, those are fine. Honestly, you could probably even get away with something. I don't know if we're talking books here. If we're talking books. They do have her double-double still available. You could get something like that. Say, for example, roll up the double-double into the 15-plus, minus 135. I like that.
Okay. My bad, Andrew. He said Andrew, bro, not Andre. But it is written out Andre, and then I was like Riley, and then I was like, oh, and bro, I smoked a joint, bro. All right, Andrew, got it, bro, got it. MVP Ree says, oh, they're talking to unders in the chat. See how I don't even read them, and then I look, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? All right, here we go. Why Mizzle says, I like how you guys aren't stingy with other people's money. Yeah, man, we don't want anyone to lose. Fuck that shit. That's why we're here. I hate more than bookies trying to make money. No way. They got enough. They're not taking our money or your money. Zariki says it's on FanDuel. Gray's PRA is at 24.5. Yeah, we got the 25.5. It was on Parlay Play still. Is that the only place still? Probably.
They did add it back. Nice.
Okay. There you go. Let's see. Starfall says Gray under assists is off. Reese under assists is off. Boston under threes is off. I got what you're saying. You know, it's funny. I was talking about the MPB, what they did. They're not letting me take any unders on any of the things that they would do the entire season. They would copy Prizepicks, flat numbers, raise them up a half on their K-prop, and then let you take the under at a lower price, 0.83x. Today, they said no more of that. So that's going to be terrible if they don't give that back to us. Let's see, what does he say? Making a difference. Who is good for rebounds on the Fever since the Dreams guards don't rebound? Well, it's going to be Boston, but it's high, right? And you can't trust, what's her name's minutes. What's the other girl's name?
Lexi?
No, are you talking guards?
Oh, Billings?
Billings. Yeah, Lexi's a good rebounder, though.
Yeah, I mean, they truthfully, so obviously Boston being the front runner, but I mean, they do rebound by committee. So, I mean, you look at the other two supporters, mostly I'm looking at Clark and Lexi Hull, both of them averaging quite a few rebounds per game. But even still, you know, whenever they make subs, we're looking at players like Hines Allen, she's an annoyance, Dantes, even Michaela Timpson, who, especially Timpson, man, she's having like a crazy short stint rebound experience. I mean, look at her just last 3 games, 20 minutes, 6 boards, 11 minutes, 5 boards, 23 minutes, 6 boards. So that's a player that's picking up more minutes in rotation. Hines Allen, again, also being one of them. But yeah, it's the players not rebounding mostly. It's just Kelsey Mitchell and then sprinkling whichever one of the other guards that doesn't show up for the night. But it's mostly just, Clark. She's by herself. She's averaging just shy of about 5 rebounds this season. So you take that and just kind of split it out. Plus, One other thing is Indiana is one of the best transition offense too. So they just this up and down on the court has a big to do with everything.
Yeah, gotcha. Cordero's saying something nice, man. We got the coolest people in chat, man. Look at this. Cordero says, best prop channel on YouTube, hands down. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, sir. Glad you
Appreciate that.
glad you're taking the info in and getting something out of it. Hopefully you're winning some money with us. That's what's up. I love it. Asprid, of course, says, I'm afraid to take rebounds for any player that's not a forward or a center. I used to be like that, bro, but sometimes now you can, and what we've been doing this year is if you see a guard where, I feel what you're saying, kind of got to bounce the right way for the guards to get the rebounds, but a lot of times, sometimes in the right spots, it will. And if you alt it down one, you can get okay, right? Because we've taken a couple 3.5 rebound alts, and they've been nice.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the times, you just want to stay away from Clark, obviously a bad example, but the traditional point guard role or shooting guard roles, for the most part, those players typically don't see any kind of high rebound rating. It can happen. You can have like Sonia Citron, for example, last night go out with a double-double, but exceptions. More so, we're looking for players that are geared towards like a small forward position, if anything. Somebody who's not necessarily going to always be in the paint, but they're more likely to be in that area than, say, like, the point guard would be.
Dirty Reg says, it's Billings, you dummy. Thanks, bro. Zarek Kai says, Clark is good for at least 4 to 5 rebounds every game. I agree. Clark. Dirty Reg says, Clark will rebound. I'm playing her at 4. Okay, that's what's up. Making a Difference says, what about Clark? She had 8 last game. Talking rebounds again, I think, right? I took a shot on Mo Billings, 6 boards. I'm hoping she's thinking box out Angel, right? Yeah, hope so. She needs minutes. Sometimes she gets minutes, sometimes she doesn't. What do you think about Billings, though, rebounding-wise today?
It's just the minutes, man. I mean, she's been so unpredictable this season. Absolutely love her. Mega fan of her, especially we played her a lot in Unrivaled on the offseason, but I don't know what's going on. Again, I just showed you Michaela Timpson, her numbers. There's only 40 minutes in the game. If Timpson's playing 20, that's only going to leave 20 on the table for Billings here. And I get the feeling that coach is kind of like making a bit of a sidestep because they're basically the same player. In my opinion, I think Billings comes with way more offensive upside, but she doesn't have that great of a 3-point shot. So coach is kind of just sidestepping her out, letting Timpson come in to play as just the defensive anchor and the bruiser that's out there because she's been getting into foul trouble too. But all she does is play defense and get rebounds, and like that's it. And coach has been totally fine with just splitting the minutes between them. Let's sprinkle in Sophie, throw in Lexi, whoever gets hot, they'll play more minutes on the night. And like that is how she runs the offense. And basically outside of the 3 stars of the team, everyone else is subject to minutes.
Starfall says you can't bet unders on MPB no more. Don't get me started, Starfall. Sad already.
That's tonight. Only tonight. It'll be back tomorrow.
I hope so. Thank you, E, for that positivity. Oh, let's cheer for that. Something to be said about being positive. Asprid, of course, says, I didn't play any Clark props. She is to be decided. Hey, bro, I'm right with you. I'll tell you one thing I'm not doing. I'm not playing any unders. I'll tell you that much. Noah says, who do you think wins the game?
I think it's a close one, but I got to give Indiana some credit here.
Really?
They've been under some scrutiny lately and being at the house.
I hope so, man. Making a Difference says, thank you, gentlemen. Y'all answered my question on the same page. Dope. Good. Glad we can, all help each other out and try to win this money. And it's almost 3:30 and Khadijah's here. She said, what up, gang? Let's cash. She's late.
Hey.
But better late than never.
Football as well.
Yes, sir. We got to the end. We did it.
Perfect. Well, that'll give us just about an hour to get ready. I know I'm going to go grab some food, keep an eye out for stuff. Thankfully, we got most of our injury news already for tomorrow. Won't be looking around for too much of that now. If you missed it, Kiki is good to go. We're still waiting around on Shakira Austin. I believe Lainey is going to try and suit up for this one. Nyara Sabli may play It looked like she was on track towards playing this last game, but they sat her. And then everything else is pretty irrelevant. So, yeah, we got a nice juicy 3 games tomorrow, and I believe 3 games getting ready to head into the weekend as well. Wait, tomorrow is Friday. Man, my week is so off right now. Yesterday killed me.
Too much fun. You're having too much fun. All right, bro.
Much,
that boy Q Ray says, "What's good? What's good, bro? You're late, but we're out of here. But we love you still." Double Down says Clark's coach says she is going to be probable all season. Yeah, she is. She's probable all season. All right, E, let's get out of here, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll catch y'all later. Good luck tonight, fam. All right. Peace.
Caitlin time.
But I've had enough.